Hello YouTube and the world, it's Bird of Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to our Deep Space Nine live rewatch, review, commentary, whatever you want to call it, for Season 1, Episode 9, according to Netflix, Episode 10, according to everyone else. Move Along Home, perhaps the greatest, well, one of the most memorable Deep Space Nine episodes of all time, for all the wrong reasons. Okay, even in the Deep Space Nine documentary, What We Left Behind, Stephen Ira Bear and Nana Vista, they called special attention to this episode in the credits. It was not good. It was not good. I have not seen this episode in a long time, because even when I rewatch Deep Space Nine, I tend to just pass over this episode. And I apologize for the late start, everyone. Sister O'Prey just left. I tried to get her. To come on and do some commentary, even though she does not like Star Trek. But I said, well, but hey, this is the worst Star Trek Deep Space Nine episode ever made, hands down. And she still was not interested. So I delayed by a couple of hours today. And Hector is first in the chat. Hello, Hector. Resolute Germ is second with hi everyone. Welcome, Resolute Germ. Cinnabon Bunny is here. Welcome, Cinnabon Bunny. Hopefully not destroying anybody yet in Space Engineers. Resolute Germ says this is the perfect start time for him. Happy for that. And Life with Matthew says hi, Bird Qapla. Welcome, Life with Matthew. Now, usually I do this with the green screen. But today, since Sister O'Prey was actually taking a nap in the room where we store the green screen, I said, let's set up without it. And so when we're ready to go, it's going to pop up right up here, right in that box. Will be a small version, so I won't be in front of it, but you will get a smaller version of the screenshots and my reaction to them. You guys will be watching, of course, screenshots, like 700 of them, in the 45 minutes it takes me to watch the actual episode. So if you guys want to go ahead, get your Netflix ready, if you have Netflix, or your DVDs or whatever, we're going to queue up Deep Space Nine, Move Along Home. And man, is it, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. Like I said, I haven't seen this episode in a long time. All I remember of it is that, I think the first half might not have been terrible. You get these new aliens come in from the Gamma Quadrant. Everyone's all like, oh, these are the first time we met aliens in the Gamma Quadrant, even though they met Tosk a couple near the first or second episode. But these are the first, traders to come, actually here to trade goods, coming on purpose. Okay, these are the first on-purpose visitors from the Gamma Quadrant. And of course, it's a species I don't think we ever see again. But yeah, things, you'll see. I mean, wow. Sassy. Oh, Sassy is barking because John Araki threw in a $1 super chat. Thank you so much, John Araki. And there you go. You get an NX-01 flyby. There's 20 different options, but for some reason that NX-01 comes up quite a bit. Thank you very much, John Araki. It is appreciated. And Sassy was excited too. Multi-Gunman says, hey Bird, how's it going? And says, hey, did you just touch my wiener? You son of a bitch. I don't know what that was about, Multi-Gun Man. I don't. John Araki says, Qapla, Qapla. And thank you again. Pink Pancakes is in the house. Says, hi all. Welcome, Pink Pancakes. And Resolute Germ says, at last NG, as long as you don't sing, we'll be okay. I had to put that through the translator. I get it. I got it now. As long as I don't sing, there are no plans on singing. I mean, unless Captain Redneck comes in and throws out like 25 or 50 bucks again to get me to sing, it's not going to happen. Yeah, this is not a singing stream. This is a Deep Space Nine review stream. Really more commentary. You know, I think commentary is the way to call it. More than a live review. We'll review it afterwards. Thank you, Multi-Gun Man, with a $2 Canadian super chat, and there you go, some birds of prey for you. Multi-Gun Man says, hands off my wiener, mister. Is this because it's National Hot Dog Day? I had a corn dog. I know it's not National Corn Dog Day. It's probably a different day. But I had a corn dog in honor of National Hot Dog Day. Actor says John Araki is Araki as Joe, or is it as Joe says, Araki? Oh, actor is asking John, is it Arachi as Joe says, or is it Arakaki? Arakaki. Is it Arakaki, John? Have I been mispronouncing your word, your last name? Arakaki. It is Arakaki. It seems like it's Arakaki. I don't know that I'm going to be able to remember that. It's so ingrained. But I will do my best if that is it. Arakaki? Multi-Gut Man is laughing. Pink Pancake says, hot dogs. Happy face. The Multi-Gun Man says, yes, it's a hot dog joke with some innuendo. Innuendo. My arch nemesis, innuendo. John, are you going to answer? I feel bad now. I feel bad if I've been mispronouncing your name. But we will get ready. We will get ready to watch. So if you do have Netflix, or you're going to watch along, start to get it ready. Actor says Joe is failing in all combinations of Arakaki. Archaki? Arkaki? 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 Arkaki. John Arkaki? You like my shirt, Multi-Gun Man? Yes, it's a Bird of Prey 5 thing you wouldn't understand. Chosen because it is the lightest, perhaps, fabric shirt I have that's not like bright yellow or something, and it is hot AF, as the kids say today, and it's going to be hotter on Saturday and Sunday. So it is, yeah, it's going to be some trying days here. Hopefully the power isn't a problem. Thank you, Multi-Gun Man. Okay, so we're going to start watching. I guess John A will tell me at some point if I'm mispronouncing his name, although I thought I'd asked him already. Pink Pancake says, screw this heat. I agree. We need to bring some ice down and just drop it in the ocean or something. We need to cool this down. In Spanish, yeah, Mamo Prey loves the heat. Mamo Prey really should be living in Florida. She can't get enough of the heat. And Dan23 is in the house. This is, hey, welcome, Dan23. Actor says, in Spanish, cha is pronounced as in cha-cha, pero cha in other language is pronounced like ka. Just call him Johnny Ace. Now we've got Johnny Ace. Resolute Germs says call him Johnny Ace. Well, I will say John Araki because that's what I'm used to saying, unless I am told to say something different. Which I don't mind, John. If I'm mispronouncing it, please let me know. Otherwise, we're going to get started. So, this is the wrong web browser. Those are news stories we're checking out for tomorrow. Thomas Potts is here with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Thomas. And Thomas says, I love DS9 Thursday. Where's he smacking himself in the face? Poor Kirk. Yeah. I love DS9 Thursday. It is Thursday on the Potts calendar. Kuroga dabbled with the Potts calendar for a little bit yesterday. Oh, Sassy is sneezing. Sassy, are you allergic to super chats? No, not at all? Okay. Yeah, we dabbled with the Potts calendar in Kuroga. I think she sneezes every time I bring up the Potts calendar. Yeah, I'm not convinced it's that great, but thank you, nevertheless. Thank you, Thomas Potts. Pink Pancake says, I live in Florida and it's humid as well as hot. Yeah, that's Mama Pray would be good with that. And Agri says, is this episode famous or infamous? Yeah, both, you say? I would say it's infamous. It is, not the good famous, right? Not good. I don't know if I was I think it was social studies, 6th grade. There was the classroom. The social studies teacher had a bunch of pictures of people on the back of the school bulletin, the classroom bulletin board, and its heading was famous or infamous. And there was pictures of George Washington and some celebrities at the time. There was pictures of Hitler. I mean, I don't even think you could put a picture of Hitler in today's school. I mean, can you even teach? I mean, that would trigger people, right? You put a picture of Hitler and Trump or something on the bulletin board at school, kids are going to get triggered, and parents are going to call the principal and be like, because you have to choose whether the person's famous or infamous. That's the whole point of you have to pick which side they'd go on the bulletin board. Anyway, that's how they used to teach people in the olden days. Now I'm sure you just get a picture. Of course, it's all crossed out, and it says, here was a patriarchy white man, who hated a group of people. And then you just decide whether he's famous or infamous. Or probably, non-binary, gender fluid or something would also be an option today. And DS9, he gives 3 okay symbols. Actors as sassy as communicating code. The sneeze code, I get it. Multigun says, I think I'm the only person that actually likes this episode and the infamous song in it. Lol, yeah. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello and Qapla. Hello and Qapla, not Ryan Johnson. Actor says, already the H guy, not even 10 minutes in. An actor says, so Joe had a picture of Hitler in his classroom. It wasn't my picture. It was the teacher's picture. There were a lot of people. Dan says this is an okay episode. Wow, I gotta be honest. I'm surprised 2 people do not find this to be, because okay, so listen, this episode aired 2 weeks. There was a week break. Okay, this came March 14th, 1993. It is the 9th or 10th episode, depending whether you count Emissary as 2 episodes or not. And so I just think that, man, you had people that were watching this season. Every week was a new episode so far. And then they got a break and okay, they're coming back. And then they came back to this. And like, it's very hard, very, very hard to be surprised that a lot of people probably turned off Deep Space Nine at this point. Although they certainly, hopefully tuned back in at some point later on, or they missed a hell of a good series. Aaron Matthews in the house. Welcome, Aaron Matthew. He says, my wife and I love this episode. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a good episode, okay? I just have memories of it, and I know everybody makes fun of it as a bad episode. Maybe I've misremembered. It is possible. It's not likely, but it's possible. So we're going to see. We're going to see. Excuse me. The Multi-Gun Man says in Bird School that had way more than just Hitler pictures on the wall. They did not have that stuff, Multi-Gun Man. Okay, no. Aaron Matthews says it's no threshold. Dan says, okay, not the best. Make fun of song. Yeah, well, I think we're going to have to. Threshold, I would put Threshold as a better episode than Move Along Home. But that's just because I respect most of the characters in this episode, where I have much less respect for the characters of Threshold. So I think it's just a better episode. Resolute says it's a Quark-heavy episode, so it's okay. It is true. Quark is the redeeming factor in this episode. Aaron Matthews says, no, it's no threshold. I don't know. Well, we'll see. So get your Netflix's set up. Multi-Gun Man says, blasphemy. I love this episode and the song, but then again, I'm weird. Dan says TOS's Plato's Stepchildren is one of the worst. I'm mixed feelings on that episode. And Aaron Matthews says Threshold equal evil. Well, yeah, that's probably true. Oh, and we're in a severe thunderstorm warning, so that'll be fun. Okay, so I'm going to get this started before the power goes out or something. Although we do have a generator, so hopefully it wouldn't be out for long. TNG home soil is boring. I don't remember that one by name. Aaron says move along home equal charming. Well, we'll see. We will see what my opinion of it is. So, damn it, I pressed the wrong web browser again. Okay. I have it queued up in my Netflix. So I will do a 5-second countdown, and I will start playing the episode. You guys will see it in this box right over here, one screenshot at a time. And I will not be able to read the comments at that point. If you need me to read something, put @BertoPray5, or of course a super chat, and then I will read them. The @BertoPray5s I will read when I can, or read them once the episode's over. And at the end, we'll discuss the episode. I'll review it a bit, and we'll go from there. So here we go. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 1, Episode 9, Move Along Home, on Netflix. So I'm going to hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play. Space station. Beautiful station. Commander Sisko, in his dress uniform. Jake comes in. Jake is laughing. He's like, dress uniform. And Commander Sisko says he hasn't worn it in 3 years. He must have lost a little weight. It's baggy. Like he wouldn't replicate a fresh one. So Jake is saying it's okay. Baggy is fashionable on Bajor these days. And Sisko's asking, well, how do you know about fashion on Bajor? And Jake says, well, the Bajoran girls talk about it. And Cisco's like, well, why are you interested in Bajoran girls? And Jake says, because I'm not gay, Dad. Oh, no, he says, because I'm getting older. I'm noticing the females. So now Cisco's asking, who's he talking to about girls? Because he wanted to talk. And apparently, Jake says he learned everything from Nog. So Cisco's not happy. Cisco says he's got a lot of damage control to do with him on this subject. They're going to have a meeting about it tomorrow, first thing in the morning. So now Cisco's saying the Vulcans have made first contact with a species in the Gamma Quadrant, the Vadi. And so it's really not first contact because the Vulcans did it. So Cisco's saying it's like the first date with a girl. He's got to show them a certain amount of respect. And now Kira is saying that the ship just came through the wormhole and they're sending them to Docking Bay 4. So now Cisco tells Jake, tomorrow we're going to talk about the girls. You're going to get the birds and the bees, Commander Cisco edition. So Julian is saying he's positive he packed his dress uniform. He can't understand where it is. So everybody's telling him it'll be fine. Cisco's like, where's your uniform? And Bashir's like, well, they're aliens anyway. They won't know I'm not in protocol. And Cisco is telling him, where's your uniform? This is not a dress rehearsal. I expect things to go right from this moment on. Of course, Bashir could just replicate a dress uniform. I mean, I'm pretty sure people just replicate new clothes all the time anyway. So here we go. The Wadi have arrived. And this guy introduces himself. Now, the Wadi just have tattoos or blue marks on their foreheads. And I can't... Yeah, they just have these blue marks on their forehead. The Wadi otherwise kind of look human. So the Wadi are just interested in the games. He's like, where are the games? We were told you had games. And Cisco's like, what are you talking about, Willis? And the guy's like, quarks. Show us the quarks. We want the games. They're really tall. They're really tall compared to Commander Cisco. So Commander Cisco says something about first contact. Not like I'm used to, or isn't what I'm used to. And Jadzia smiled and cut to the opening credits. So these, why are you calling it first contact? The Vulcans already did the first contact. I mean, Vulcans are part of the Federation. They've already done first contact. So this is just like your first meeting of an alien species, not really first contact. That said, they want to play games, apparently, which is fine. Yes, Tiki of Doom says, Qapla, we want the games. Holy shit. Excuse me. That is a terrible amount of rain. The rain is so loud. It just started out of nowhere. I would have swore my neighbor was aiming a fire hose at my front window. It sounded like that. Out of nowhere. Wow. I hope Sister O'Prey made it home safely. Let me see. I did get the Uber on mine. Oh, and my friend mentioned me in a tweet. It looks like... Okay, it looks like she got there. It looks like she got there because it's saying I can now add a tip. I will call her afterwards and see if he should get a tip. Rambling Canuck says, hello, Bird of Prey 5 and all. Welcome, Rambling Canuck. Multi-Gunman says, those Gamma Quadrant equivalent to Mike Tyson face tattoos. And Dan says the DS9 opening credits can be long. Exactly. So Quark is asking Dax if they have money. And Cisco's saying that's not the point. Quark's saying it might not be your point, but it's mine. Quark says he's the host. The more goodwill he can generate, the longer they'll stay. And Cisco's has some concerns. So Quark comes over, he touches the alien on the shoulder, asks if they do a lot of gambling. The alien says they like games. So Quark is trying to talk the guy into franchising Dabo wheels. Dabo tables. Cisco says Quark, so Quark just moves on. So Quark is asking if he's learned Dabo yet. He says he thinks he has. So Quark is giving him one spin on the house. 2 bids showing. And Quark says, too bad. So I guess he lost. So now he's asking what would he care to wager. So the guy brings a container, and Quark is trying to figure out what is he wagering, and it's sticks. So the guy is saying these sticks have many different uses, and Quark is like, I have enough sticks right now, no go. So now he's bringing over a nectar, an alpha current nectar. It's priceless. They're giving Quark a taste, and Quark downs it. Oh, he can't stomach it. He's like, one man's priceless is another man's worthless. Cisco tells Quark to take the juice, and Quark is like, no, I'm not taking it. So then the alien says, then we have nothing to wager, and he gets a bag, except this. Oh, thunder. And he pours out a bunch of jewels. A bunch of beautiful jewels, which could probably all be replicated. So Quark, though, was very happy to see the jewels. So he said, get these guys some drinks. So the aliens are winning. They're winning like crazy. And the rain is falling like crazy. They keep yelling Dabo in the background. Quark is worried. They're doubling every round. So Cisco says, listen, just keep them happy. If they ever get tired of playing Dabo, let him know. So they looks like they are loading up on the gold press latinum. And Quark is asking if they're getting ready to call it a night, and the lead alien says, oh, we've just begun, as he shows off all of his latinum. And Quark says, well, the Dabo girl's arm is getting tired. The alien says, then replace her. And so he brings in one of his Ferengi Dabo players, and he hits a secret button under the table, and the alien knows he's been swindled. The alien's not happy. Okay, one unfortunate turn of the luck. So Cisco gets back to his quarters, and he wonders why Jake is still up. And Jake says that, well, Nog and him were staying up building some type of propeller or something, a school project. And Cisco tells him that Nog is older. He stays up later. And he does things with girls that he probably doesn't do yet. And Jake is like, Dad, I'm 14. So Jake asks, fine, whatever. How'd it go with the aliens? And Cisco's like, I've done nothing. It went great. I've done nothing for the last 6 hours. I watch people play games all day. So Cisco's pissed. The aliens have now come wise to the to the Ferengi pressing a button under the table, and Quark immediately disavows and says, Bork, you disreputable swindler or something. And now they're all coming over to Quark because they know Quark was the problem here. Quark was cheating them. So the alien tells Quark to sit. Just sit. Quark's bar, the Vegas Strip of DS9. Very true, Multigun Man. He wasn't very discreet about the button. That's absolutely true. So Quark is saying, let's just call it even. And now Quark is offering them a free suite to a free visit to the holosuite. And he's like, do you guys go to holosuites? Do you guys have sex? In case we had any question about what the holodecks were for. So he's telling everybody, okay, take back all the gemstones, and he'll throw in a case of brandy, some type of brandy. Andorian brandy. So now the aliens say they're going to play a new game, an honest game. And they open a box, and this game immediately appears in front of them. Yeah, that game. Quark is amazed. He says it's an honest game. He's got a chance to win more gemstones. So Quark says he's never seen this game. What's it called? It's called Qapla. And he's asking about the rules, and the guy set up players, and they're gonna set the players up at the second chap. So Quark says, can't we start at the beginning? And the guy laughs and says, only children start at the first chap. Yeah, and now Cisco rolling over in his bed, and all of a sudden he wakes up, and he is no longer in his bed. Where is he? Oh my God, we don't know where is Commander Cisco. We know now he's in the game. He woke up in the game. This is a bit of crazy technology, right? This game tech is a bit nuts. It can apparently transport people from their bedrooms, God knows where on the station, to a microscopic game board or something. Also, it stops their communicators from working. Because he's calling security, he's calling ops, he's saying end program, he thinks it's a holosuite, he's calling for the exit, even though he's not on the Enterprise, there's no arch, but I assume you can just call for an exit. He's pressing a button on a pad. He's got a tricorder with him, the tricorder that he did not have on him, right? He was asleep in bed. Unless he was sleeping in bed with a tricorder on his person. How did he get a tricorder? So he pressed like all the buttons. One door finally opened. He went through it and it closed behind him. So now he's exploring. Just think how they could weaponize this game to defeat the Dominion. Bird of Prey. Yes, thank you, Continuum Track. That is a excellent point. The technology in this game could have been used to defeat the Borg, the Dominion, the Klingons, the Romulans, maybe Section 31. So this guy, he opens the door, and the guy's laughing at Cisco and says, "Move along home, move along home." So that's where we get the title of the episode. So Cisco hears yelling. He runs down a hallway and he finds Dr. Bashir screaming. And Dr. Bashir says, I thought I was having a nightmare and I couldn't wake up. And now Dax and Kira come running in from nowhere and saying, what was all that yelling? And Bashir is saying, this isn't a dream. And Cisco's like, it's not a dream. The aliens. And he said something about moving along home. And Bashir is like, oh, maybe it's some type of behavioral test. And Dax is like, Kira's like, this is like a threat or something. And Dax is like, this isn't a threat. It's not a threat, Major. And Kira's like, oh, you Federation people, you explorers, you probably find this fascinating. But their communicators work amongst themselves. And they all have tricorders. They all have tricorders, and all of their communicators work amongst themselves. So do they all sleep with their tricorders and their communicators on? I'm just curious. I mean, what if you roll over onto your belly and your tricorder's on your chest? You start calling people. So Jake is now at Odo's office and asking Odo if he knows where his dad is. And Jake says the computer says that Cisco, that his father's not on the station. And Odo says, why don't you go to school while I go check on your father? And Jake says, school's closed while Mrs. O'Brien is back on Earth. This is another episode this is like the 5th episode in a row without Chief O'Brien. I wonder what happened. So Odo just confirmed that Cisco's not on the station, and Odo's trying to find out, well, what ship did he leave on? When did he check out? And the computer's saying, yeah, that information is not on the station, is not on file. So now the other guy that we saw last week, he's still here. And Odo's asking, where's Kira? He says Kira didn't report. Kira did not report for duty this morning. And Odo's like, all of the officers are missing. All the senior officers are missing. Wesley Crusher, this is Berto Prey 5. Greetings from San Diego Comic-Con. Very cool, Wesley. I am jealous. I've been to San Diego many times. Never went to Comic-Con. Never went. So Odo's demanding the guy calls him Chief of Security. So now the aliens are asking Quark, how much does he want to risk on the second chap? And the aliens Quark asks if there's a minimum wager. And the aliens tell him to roll. And he says rolls. He doesn't even know the rules yet. And the alien says he's required to learn as he plays. Who suffered more, O'Brien or Kim? O'Brien. So Quark rules these pyramid-shaped dice. And he got the Shangra. His pieces are going to meet the Shangra. Quark doesn't know if it's good or bad. And Quark says he doesn't understand. The alien says that's the key. Some will never understand, while others consider it mere child's play, which is, of course, answers no questions. So he invites Quark to sit. So Quark sits. The guy is punching in a bunch of keys on this control board. Like, literally, you can take the Enterprise to warp, turn it around, and come back by pressing less keys than whatever this guy had just entered into the game. So Cisco is walking around the hallway because they split up. I hear it. I heard it. Ala Moraine. I heard Ala Moraine in the distance. Cisco just called everybody that he found something. Ala Moraine. Ala Moraine. They all came. They were all 5 feet away. And Alamarain, count to 4. Alamarain, then 3 more. Alamarain, you can see. Alamarain, you come with me. Yep. This little girl, this little alien girl is singing Alamarain. Of course, now the door closed behind them, so now they're stuck in there. In case they were going to what? Run from the little girl? How about you stun her? See what happens. They're asking her if there's a way to leave. So Kira was about to chase after the girl, and a force field, an ionic field, kept Kira away. So Bashir is saying that the things on the floor, if she steps on certain, I don't know, parables, did he say? Steps. So Bashir realizes that if you step on them in the order that she steps on them, you can come through the thing, but then he gets hit by the field. And Julian's like, I did everything she did. And Dax is like, no, you didn't. And Brian's like, I did everything. And Dax is like, no, you didn't sing the song. So Dax did it. You have to say the rhyme while you step on the steps. So this is it. This is where they do it. Alamarain, count to 3. Alamarain, then 3 more. Oh my God! I'm pulling out my hair, but there's none left. They made it. We've hit peak Alamarain. It's all downhill from here, people. The girl yells, Alamarain, third chap, and smiles. So the aliens are all happy. Yay, the pieces made it. Quark has no idea what's going on yet. But Quark just won a bunch of jewels. And he's like, I think I'm getting the hang of this. And he's happy. He's happy. Good, smiling Quark. He's happy. I'm getting the hang of this. Yeah, that's... Way to go, Quark. I mean, not that you actually did anything. So now we're seeing the space station again. And we're back. The aliens are saying to choose their path. And he says, you can go the long path or the short path. So the alien says the short path doubles the risk, but doubles your winnings if you win. And the alien says, choose carefully. If none of your players make it to the end, you lose everything. So Quark is saying he might have room for an extra gaming table or two on the second floor. And Odo comes in, going, Quark! And Odo's asking Quark, when was the last time you saw Cisco? And when was the last time you saw him? Quark says last night, right before he went to bed. So now Odo is saying he disappeared, 4 other people disappeared, and now Quark is getting 4. 4 officers are missing, and he's looking at the game. And now the alien is again saying double your peril, double their peril, double your winnings. And Quark is looking at the 4 pieces on the game board, and Quark is starting to think that those 4 pieces are somehow the missing people. And now Quark doesn't want to be there. He's asking Odo to take his place. So Quark is going to take the safer path. He realizes now that perhaps their lives may be in danger. So he rolled the dice or something, and Kira is like, What's the logic behind these riddles and mazes? And Dax is like, it's a game. It's a game. She's like, think about it. We've been given directions, clues, obstacles to overcome. Dax is having fun. Now a door opens and there's a bunch of aliens at a dinner party. They're all drinking. Yeah, Chief. So, Kira is saying, excuse me to the aliens. None of them are answering. So Kira smashes food on the table. And she's begging people to tell her what's going on around here. Why are you doing this to us? Kira, start punching them. They're pumping in gas. They're gassing the room. And Bashir was going to drink. And Cisco's like, don't eat or drink anything. Echo Base Network, thank you so much with a $1.99 super chat. Says, I love DS9 and I think it's my favorite Star Trek series. I would agree, Echo Base. I would agree. I kind of keep TOS in a separate box, right? TOS in a separate box. But of the other S series, Deep Space Nine is certainly my favorite. So the aliens again tell them to move along home, but they're all coughing from the smoke. And Julian finally drinks. Julian drinks it and he can breathe. So he tells them all to drink up. So he offers the drink to Cisco, and once they all drink, now they can breathe. And the alien is clapping. He's doing an alien clap. What is this? This is an alien clap, apparently. Kira asks Bashir, how did he know? And Bashir's like, well, scientific method. I figured there was nothing else to lose. He couldn't breathe. And so the alien now points to the door and said, Shap 4. And now all the aliens disappeared. They like Q disappeared. In fact, I'm surprised Cisco isn't wondering if this is not just one of Q's games. Dr. Alex is in the house, says, hi, Bird of Prey, cannot sleep. Thought I'd join you. Very cool, Dr. Alex. This is one of the most memorable Deep Space Nine episodes. Ala Moraine! Ala Moraine, the alien yells. Oh, man. Quark is back in the game. Odo is looking at him, though. Odo's giving him the stink eye. And now Quark is looking at all the jewels he's winning. DS9 movie now. Hashtag DS9 movie now, says Aaron Matthew. I agree. I don't know how they do it, but fuck it. There's rich people in Hollywood that can figure that stuff out. Where is Chief O'Brien when you need him? Instead we got, I don't know, security second chief loser pants. I have no idea. So, apparently they've detected what looks like a transporter beam, but a transporter beam would only last a few seconds. And so, it's on there. So Odo's going to their ship to find out what's going on, and the Starfleet's like, wait, Odo, you can't go storming on their ship without their permission. And Odo's like, is that against Starfleet policy? And he's like, yes. And Odo's like, well, I'm not in Starfleet. So then Odo tells him to beam him over to the ship. And he says, is it against Starfleet policy to push a few buttons? And the guy beams Odo onto the alien ship. Why has Odo not shapeshifted into a flying, gnat or something? God only knows. He opened the door. The blinding light of the Ark of the Covenant is behind this door. Yet Odo Odo ran into the door, and he found himself in Quark's bar. He is on Quark's bar, and the alien said, Odo says, stop the game. And the alien says, no, stop the game. You lose your players. And the alien says, double their peril, double your winnings. And Quark is about to do it. And Odo says, and Quark says, fine, the safer path. The safer path. Anti-Tracker is here, says, hey to Dr. Alex. Most unfortunate, a bad roll for Quark. So now the doctor is saying, is it a matter of simply figuring out how to try to win this game? So he said, we made it from the second shap to the third shap to the fourth shap already. Kira is saying, well, what's a shap? And Bashir's like, I don't know. And Kira's like, I don't think you're taking this seriously enough, Doctor. Now Dax is reading high magnetic field variations, intense flux patterns. It's coming towards us. It's coming towards us. Oh my God, these glowing orbs. These glowing pyramid orbs are coming towards them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 of them? I don't know. And the alien is picking a player, I guess, that has to die? I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while. The light is choosing who its victim will be. It went to Dax. Now it went to Julian. It's headed towards Julian. Oh, they're removing a player from the board. The blue player. I guess the blue is, yep. Dr. Bashir just got vaporized. And they pushed him over. One of them is dead. One of them is gone. So the alien says, next move. And Odo says, I want that player back. And the alien says, well, if you care to play after Quark's done, it can be arranged. So now the alien says, double the stakes, double your peril half the time. So Quark says, give me the shortcut. Odo got mad, but Quark says, it's the right move. Shortcut skips. Shortcut skips an entire level. There's risks in every roll of the dice. So Quark is saying this way they can advance all the way home on just one move. Trust a gambler. Quark has an innate sense of how this game works. So the guy tells him to roll, and he has Odo blow on the dice. He tells Odo to blow on the dice. And Odo looks around. He does. He blows. Odo blows on the dice. And Quark rolls them. He's got to sacrifice one. Sacrifice one so that two may live. Uh-oh. Now Quark, commercial time, but now Quark doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't want to be in this situation. And Odo is saying, you can't ask him to do that. The alien says, well, if you don't sacrifice one, all three will be lost. So Quark is like, I don't even know which one is which. The alien just says, select one to be sacrificed, or this game is finished. So Quark says, fine. I'll sacrifice one. It makes sense. So Quark, he was going for the biggest piece. Then he chooses the smallest piece, maybe. Oh, he can't do it. He can't choose. He begs the alien. A terrible mistake has been made. It's a misunderstanding. Please. He's getting on his knees. He's begging, I'll never cheat again, he's saying. Huh? Oh. Never cheat again. Don't make me do this. Anything but this. I gotta say, I think this is a little out of character for Quark. He's doing this. He's doing the Ferengi beg. Please, please, please. No, this is completely out of character for Quark. Quark would sacrifice one. It's a logical move. It's a gambler's move. It's a Ferengi move. The alien actually says very well. The alien's kind of disgusted, but says very well. And the alien, and Quark says, I don't have to sacrifice one. And the alien says, no, you do not. So the alien says, we'll program the game to select one at random. And this is it. This is Quark's last move. So now Kira is saying she should have eaten something. So now Bashir is yelling, Commander Sisko. And he's saying, over here, over here. So they're all trying to find Bashir. And Dax found an open door. Of course, she went through it, not thinking it's going to close behind her like all the other doors have done. And she's headed for Julian. But it is apparently an earthquake zone with rocks. Her legs are caught in a stone. And the door closed. The door closed behind them. And Bashir is saying, what's that? That there was thunder. Thunder, and Sassy is going nuts at the thunder. And it's the alien jumps out and says, Diallo, move along home. Chop 6. Chop 6. So now Kira is reading a tectonic shift of 2 chronos masses, 2 sun masses. They're directly over the tectonic plate or the fault line. What the hell does this tricorder have? Sassy speaks, says Dr. Alex. And dang it, have to go. Sassy is freaking Auntie out. I'm sorry, Auntie Trekker. There's thunder here. Sassy girl. Now, Sassy is just telling Auntie the truth about Turtistan. It's freaking her out. Okay, so Sisko and Dax and Kira are moving along the ledge. Dax has a broken leg. They should just toss her off the cliff. They don't know, it's just a game. Captain Cat says, Bird of Prey, yes, it's a gambler's move, but I think Quark is more afraid of the Sisko. He doesn't want to be blamed and get his ass kicked. It could be, but I don't think so. I mean, even Sisko couldn't really blame Quark for this. This is not Quark's fault. And sacrificing one to save 2 at the risk of losing all 3. Any Federation captain would make that call. Aaron Matthews says, we need a Sassy cam like the anti-cam. Well, we can't, because Sassy moves a lot more than Auntie. It doesn't look it, but she does. So Dax is saying, you gotta leave me behind. And now Sisko said, how could I live my life knowing I left you behind? And Dax says, don't let sentiment get in the way of command decisions. And Dax said, if you were hurt, I'd leave you behind. And Sisko's like, well, I'm glad I'm not the one who's hurt. And so Sisko tells the Major that we need to find a way around. Although Kira, I think, knows that this is not going to work. And Kira... Oh no, Kira is staying with them. He told Kira to jump across. But Kira's going to stay with them. And Kira says, court-martial me. She's not going to listen to his direct order. Captain Cat says, Doctor, I have fallen asleep to bird lots. So this is very, I don't know. boring. And they're trying to cross a cavern, ravine, and there's barely a ledge. I feel like every couple of seasons on Star Trek, we get this. We've got this in DS9 in the later episode, right? In the episode where Jadzia and Worf go to the Gamma Quadrant to find the Sword of Kahless, we have almost this exact scene. They have to cross a ledge with just across a cavern with just a small ledge on it, and I think other TV shows too. This is a lot of I don't know. This is a lot of cliche. And Trigger says, yeah, I don't know what it is. A pit bull can get in her face, and she is fine. But she hears a beagle and she freaks out. Captain Cat says, that is strange. Not if you know beagles. Right now she is very anxious and whining. Oh, poor Auntie. Poor Auntie. And the thunder is going crazy outside. A lot of thunder. And it looks like space engineers. This is what the inside of the Kuroga base looks like. I was just drilling and drilling, and there's freaking holes everywhere, and pits to nowhere. And now they've all fallen off. They've all fallen off the cliff, and they all just instantly reappeared. They all just instantly reappeared in Quark's bar. And Quark is like, I won! And the alien says, no, Quark, I'm afraid all your players were lost. He didn't win anything. And then Kira's like, what? We were never in any real danger. And the aliens laugh and says, no, it was only a game. And then they put their game back in their box. And the aliens say, time to move along home. And Cisco says, not so fast. This may have been a game to you, but we take first contact very seriously. And Odo says, excuse me, Commander, before you get mad at them, you might want to ask Quark how this all started. And Quark is like, well, they just had a run of bad luck. And they blame me for their bad luck. And Odo says, oh, that's not what you said when you were groveling on the floor. You said something about cheating them. And Cisco's like, cheating? And Quark is like, I would have said anything to get you out of there. It was too much to bear. The pressure I was under. So the aliens say, you will excuse us, and they do. Perhaps someday a rematch. And he gives a goodbye to Cisco. And Quark is saying, you know, this game could work here. It really could. Quark says, excuse him, and goes after the aliens, trying to get that game. You would think maybe Cisco would make sure the Ferengi don't get that technology. And the guy, the crew is all like, it was all a game. We're all okay. No harm, no foul. And that's it. That is the end of the episode. So yeah. Earlier I said I don't. Yeah, there's the game. There's the game. Oh, there's Quark. Yeah, earlier I said I wasn't too sure if I remembered this episode correctly or well, but yeah, I did. I remembered it pretty much how it was, and I got to say, I still do not enjoy this episode. Right at the minute they get sucked into the game, from there until almost the very end. What a crappy episode for me. And if you guys enjoy it, I'm happy. You're happy. For me, why did they get beamed in with their tricorders? Why is it their comm badges work inside the game, but not outside the game? Where were they really? Were they in a holodeck? Where is Chief O'Brien? Why has Chief O'Brien been missing for like 4 or 5 episodes? Okay? I don't remember Chief O'Brien missing for half a season. But apparently he was, and nobody ever talks about it. They didn't talk about it on the What We Left Behind documentary. Like, oh, yeah, Cole Manning was busy for half a season. I'm curious. I'm curious what real-life situation required O'Brien and Keiko to be off the station, to be out of the show for this long. The Multi-Gunman says, lol, that was one bad episode. You always remember the episodes you love, says Thomas Potts. And Aaron Matthews says, ew, AOC. I didn't see the AOC reference. The Multi-Gunman says, I was just drilling and drilling. Bird o' Prey 5. I knew AOC was over there last night. Captain Cat says, are those of you got high and watched Thomas? Dr. Alex says, Colm Mumble. Yep. That was his name. I'm sorry. Colm McNeary. Alexa, who played Chief O'Brien on Star Trek Deep Space Nine? No, not Nog. Not Nog. Alexa, cancel. Forget it. Colm Meaney. Colm Meaney? That doesn't sound right. Meaney. Well, if that's what it is. Captain Cat says, like the children shall lead, get high and watch that. It will trip you out. Well, then it will never trip me out. And Aaron Matthews says he was making a movie. Well, that makes some sense. Still, I would have preferred him in the show. Dr. Alex says it's right, so it is Meanie. Colm Meanie. Okay. Well, it is storming pretty bad here still, guys. So I don't think I'm going to push my luck. Yes, you hear the thunder, Thomas, indeed. Yeah, that's some more thunder. And yeah, it's apparently when he was making Con Air. Oh, back in the day, Con Air. That was a decent one. So I think we're going to call it a night here, people. I do apologize, but the storms don't want to take risk.
It's going to continue for another hour.
Well, yeah, the storm's going to be going on for another hour plus. So, Anti-Trigger says, by the way, Bird, that bass of yours was nice. Better still be nice. Captain Cat says was. Aaron Matthews says hashtag sad face. What'd you do, Anti-Trekker? What did you do? I might have to go check it out. Take care, all. Have a good night. Qapla. And tomorrow is another day. Aaron Matthews was nice to catch these live when I can rather than after the fact. Oh, thank you so much, Aaron Matthew. Yeah, today just worked out to be a later night than usual. I'll try doing it later. We got a good crowd here tonight. Wednesdays I could probably do later. Since Anti-Trekker does the earlier stream, it's probably not affecting anybody. But yeah. Thomas is saying, did they set off the H-bomb already? Dr. Alex says, cup mumble. Qapla. Thunder when the thunder roared.
Please remember to comment,
Thunder
like,
when the
subscribe.
walls fell.
And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it,
Thunder
you won't get notifications of new
when
videos. Check out
Ran.
BirdoPray5.com, the new home of everything BirdoPray5 on the web. You can also check out my
That's
forum
still thunder.
at juot.net. I'm also on social media.
Thomas says
on
today is
Facebook,
Thursday.
Twitter,
Yesterday
and
was
Gab.
Wednesday. Didn't
If you'd
you
like to
see
make a
it stream
donation,
YouTube?
check out paypal.me/BirdoPray5
And the rain gets even louder.
or on BirdoPray5.com.
Good night.
Take care.